Hi guys, looking down there. Another beautiful day. You're on my hand selfie stick. Another beautiful day here in Maryland. They say rain's coming in, so I got a lot of things to do. I've been playing. I've been not doing chores the way I should be doing. But I got to get, I'll show you what some of the stuff I got to do. Kind of interesting. We're down here at the boiler real quick. I've already got another half a 5-gallon bucket full of that stuff. Actually, it's over half. That thing is really doing. I got to get this rack out of here, this rack out of here, down to the quote wood yard. Are you getting dizzy there? I got to uncover all that and get 2 more racks up in. So that lets you know there's a third of a cord, a third of a cord. I'm nibbling on that. Like, I got cherry in there right now, so it smells real nice. It's a nice day, but rain coming in. But I want to show you what I was playing with this morning. I've done a couple other little things. It's still before noon, which is disgusting for me. It's a miracle. That's what it is, a miracle. I put those engines on, and yeah, it showed the guy that was interested in, and oh, this one's locked up, and all this kind of stuff. You know, I just put a little oil to it. It just needed like he said, need a little love. Now they're dirty because I run them, and you dump oil on them and they get dirty, and then they kind of collect this kind of crud around here. But you get an old steam engine and you're running it, it ain't a showpiece. Now I could clean it up some if I wanted to. Need to, this is a site displacement lubricator. When you open this up, see little drips of water. The water floats up. How this works is steam comes in this line here, and the condensate makes this oil level come up. There, that's steam oil, and then go into the engine. That's what oils the inside of the engine. Now I filled that thing up really solid, so as soon as it got air, it got oil to the inside of it. But it just sit there. It's kind of neat, and that's why I got it. I liked it. I might have to get that whole table of them going. It didn't take too long. I'm running that on right now. Hardly any air, and I think I might have this little valve. Let me see. Yes, here it's picking up speed. So I'm hardly running. I'm running. I could probably turn this down even more. Let me see. Can you see the needle going down? It needs just, well, that's the way it looks neat when it's just kind of loping along, so you can kind of catch all the action of it. I think I like it just a tad faster. What do you think? Got to get some steam to it. And I got tons of little parts in here that was going to go with it. A bunch of, look at these little cross T, 4-way. Here's just a regular T. There's some street 90s. Here's some regular 90s. Couplers, plugs. This is all, well, you can see how my finger is, how small it is. Then you get to the small stuff up here. And I got all the, oh, there's all sorts of stuff. Nuts and miscellaneous nuts and bolts for them. What's in here? Here's a injector, model injector. There's a sight glass. These are timing things. I don't know how to explain it. When you're screwing these in, they got straight threads, and so you have to screw them in until they're tight. And if it's not in the orientation that you want, then you put a shim to change it in either direction. There's a little pressure gauge, and they all work. Here's a displacement lubricator, sighted displacement lubricator. I think here's, oops, I lost something. Here's one that doesn't have a sight on it, so you couldn't see if it was running out of oil. And there's other miscellaneous. I think this is silver solder. There's junk everywhere. I think there's all taps and dies for all that stuff. This is a good little piece here. There's another little valve. You can see the size of this valve. So just kind of playing around with it. I didn't some stuff in there I might have to take out. It's good. I found something that I had when I was a little boy, real little boy. Always played with that. That was a neat thing when I was probably 4 or 5. It's one of those, put it by the light and then it glows after the dark goes out. Here's something I got. I don't know. I didn't get it. It came to me. It says John. There's the O. There's that. There should be probably another N and a Y. But they used to always call me Johnny 3. That's what. Here's a thing that I made to put those taps in to cut the threads on those. So a lot of interesting stuff. A little hypodermic needle. If I probably should take that off and put a few shots in some of my hands, maybe they wouldn't be so sore and stiff. Maybe they wouldn't be so stiff. This is a toolbox. That was my original toolbox. Ward's Powercraft. I didn't know what's just a little poke set. There's a couple little valves. Oh man, speaking of needing a drop of oil. Oh, there's some wrenches. How about, have you guys ever seen a snap-on? Here it is. Can you read that? It should say B0BA. Here's a quarter BS. Here is, it's kind of interesting. I don't think you can read them though. Looks like 3 or 16ths BS something. Here's a 1 BA, I think. Whoops, wrong side. 1 BA. It stands for British American and British Standard, as I recall. It's been so long since I messed with those. That's a neat little piece. I should take that out of there. 2 little things that I need to take out of there. That's it. Look at that. And it would just run like this all day long. And these were all mounted on aluminum plates with 4 screws, bolts in each one, so you could take each individual engine off. So it only took a minute to take the engine off, bring it out here, and give it a good blow, air powered. Look at that. Just smooth. Anyway, I got to get to splitting some more wood and get wood up, so enough with the playtime. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hi guys, guess where we're at? Down at the wood yard. Well, nobody left me any comments last night, and I forgot to ask anyway, on how you liked the aerial view. That was, I got it up there. So leave a comment tonight on how you like the view from over there. Had to get the ladder and all to get it up there. Got it up there and didn't turn out too bad. I thought it was all right. The camera did run out of battery. That's why you only got 10 minutes, but that was good too. That was enough. Now I got 6 more to split. I split up to here. I'd like to finish this rack off and get it under roof. There's supposed to be a lot of rain coming in. And I like to get it in before that. Chances of me doing that are probably pretty slim because I don't work real fast. I was tinkering around with that little steam engine and got it running. I mean, it perked right up. I thought that was pretty cool. Leave a comment if you like that little steam engine. And I probably should clean them up and get the whole table of them going. Will I do it? I have no idea. It just depends on what tickles my fancy for that day, to be honest with you, or what I'm getting into, or what I'm trying to avoid sometimes. And we call that practicing piano around here, when you're doing something you don't really need to do, but you don't want to do what you're supposed to be doing, so you're practicing piano. So I was just kind of practicing piano this morning and playing with a little steam engine. Once I put air to it, it came back to life. I knew it would. Somebody had commented about these pieces that I'm throwing down because they're awkward and stuff like that, which there's no question about that. They go over there in those chunks and hunks racks. That first chunks and hunk rack is about a cord. The second one is about 3/4 of a cord. And they're about all filled up, so I got to come up with another one or just throw them in the bonfire. It doesn't make any difference. The far one that's a cord, I think I topped that off the spring of this year, so it's ready to burn now if I want to burn it. And if we get a real cold spell, I'll get that in here. So enough jabbering. Let's get a little splitting done, get this done, and load up another stack. And maybe I will get. Oh, I forgot to put on these the straps. I got a strap to put on this one and put on that one. I got to get the air compressor going and air up the tire on the John Deere loader, because that's what I'll need to move this if I get it filled up. I should probably move it even if I don't get it filled up, but I don't know what I'm doing from 1 minute to the next. Let's see if this old beast will start. Light came on, boom. There you go. Got my mitt. little bit knocked off. Last one had kind of a bow in it. I gotta go over and get another load. I think I'll hook the strap thing next onto that big one over there and use the strap that's here on there. This one here, I don't have the brackets. That's the brackets that I ran out of. So I might, no, that cart there never had a chain on it. Some of them had chains on them that went through, and if it did, it would have a hole here, and there's no hole. So I gotta come up with something. Maybe have to make another bracket or two. All right, I'm gonna work on some of the little stuff I gotta do, and I'll be back a little bit later when some chores are done. Bye-bye. Progress report. Well, I got the thing uncovered and a couple out. I left the two in ones in because these got covers on them and it kind of protects the plastic a little bit, so that's why I left those on there. I'm gonna get a rake and rake all this nonsense here out. Wood's pretty small. Those will go back down to need to get refilled. This wood here, this I think it's been here for at least three years. So I got one there, but when I get the rake, I want to rake some of this trash out of here. I really like to get that opened up, but never seem to get rid of that table and get rid of all this extra insulation that I didn't use. That was the insulation that used to be over the top of that box over here. I thought maybe that would slow some of the condensate down, but it didn't seem to change it a bit. House is calling for heat right now. We're down to 172 degrees, so it's probably a little low on wood. I fed it around between 8 and 9. I put 4 sticks of wood in it. We'll open it up and see what it's at. Yeah, it's pretty low. Can't see nothing in there, but it's dark in there. I'll shake it up and put 4 more sticks in there. And you can see it, this instead of being nice and white, snow white, now starts to get a little bit sooty. But most boilers, most outdoor wood boilers that you see people have, they're black inside when they open them up. That one, when it's burning and full going, it's white. So anyhow, that's coming along on my projects. We'll see you in a bit. Bye. Well, I was getting ready to load some wood in it, and all of a sudden the blower came on, and I still got 2 nice logs in there, so I'll put one on top, and that was kind of a, we're not eating too much wood. I'll put a nice cherry on top there and make it smell nice. We'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hi guys. Well, I'm bringing you back for the last piece. I've got a bunch of little ones stuck over the top because as it gets toward the top and the end of the day and the old geezer's wore out, I can't reach the top. It's right up there. So we'll split the last one, and I'll oh man, I didn't think I was going to get it done today. It's a pretty good stack of wood. Like I said before, it's how high is it? 67 inches high, so it's up off the ground, so that's why it's up a few inches off the ground. I guess there's a 4x4 underneath there, and then a 1x6. So whatever that comes to, it's about 5 inches off the ground, but as you can see, that's a pretty good stack of wood. Like I said, this little stuff, old geezer can't pick up them big ones up that high anymore. Just think, I used to split 2 of these in an hour with 1 helper. I can't believe that. But my dump truck said it was. I had a single axle dump truck, and that's how much it held. All right, last one. For today anyway. this wedge is sharp. Get this nastiness off of there. Don't really need it. That's good. There's a couple more in here that need it. Oops, I should have made that one a little bit smaller. I think I'll pop this one in half because it's a nice sized piece of wood. I think there's one more in here that had some. And I need to sharpen this. This is almost Cadillac wood, if you guys remember what Cadillac wood is. Cadillac wood wouldn't have this on there. But like this one here, that's Cadillac wood. No bark, no sapwood. But it's got to be aged in the greenhouse for about 4 years. So I'm going to stack that up. I'm not going to bring you along for that because I'm wore out, and then I got to fire up. I've done a lot of other things, done raking and put away the hammock, and I had a whole list of things that somebody gave me. I did air up the tire, getting ready to move that over here and pick that up, and so I'm going to throw some of that in there. And I don't think I can turn tight enough around those logs, so I might have to get that wood box and move it down, and get that wood box and move it down so I go straight in there with that. So that's probably what I'll do. So we will see you a little bit later, but I think that's going to probably be a wrap for today. Hit the like and subscribe. Tell me if you like that little steam engine. And what else was there? Was something else. Oh, the high position getting high at the wood splitter. If you like getting high at the wood splitter. So we'll see you. We're about ready to have another big sunset like last night. Anyhow, we'll see you now. Bye-bye. Brought you along. Got it in there. It's in there pretty tight. I moved them down. You'd be surprised how quick this little broom, you can see where the tire came around, how quick, I don't know if that's focusing in or not. Huh. That's kind of weird. Anyhow, the room gets chewed up pretty quick. And I was going to put this one down there, but then I decided if I had a big log to come in, I could lift it up over that. Now I wouldn't have to lift it up as high over this. I would have rather put it down here, but there just wasn't quite the room. That gets it out of the direct, can't think what I'm trying to say, direct rain. But if you get a little bit of, it's 2 or 3 feet in. So that ought to be good enough. Any water that gets in there would dry off real quick. Whew, old boy's getting wore out. Look at this. The wood yard's starting to look like a wood yard. Now I got to start working on this garbage here. That's probably just going to get thrown into those new. Oh, there's one of the totes that I brought down. This camera isn't focusing very good. Sorry about that. I got that one rack up there. I got to redo the floor in it and redo the top board that's come loose into it. And once that filled up with oak, that is some prime oak there. Once that gets filled up, then I'll be pretty happy along with where I'm at. I covered that up a little bit with the plastic that was there. I might have to bring some more boards up. This is just poplar. Anyhow, sunset's already gone, or I would have showed it to you. I'm glad you were here. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate it. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It helps, I think. Leave a comment if you got any questions on the nonsense that I do around here. I'm going to go cover up the wood splitter and call it a night. And I'm pretty sure this is the last video of the day. Next couple days might be a little dry because it's supposed to rain. We will see. See you later now. Bye-bye. I'll flip around as I ride off into the sunset. You heard another jet up there? Every time. Bye.